So thank you for everyone who's spoken. Some very powerful statements being made. So on the mental health counselling, I think the request is whether I would meet with the commissioners, and the answer, of course, is yes. But maybe I can just broaden the answer to say that I think the last 4 years demonstrate how I understand this, because I have taken on the areas agreed with the NHS Trust where the combined authority would lead on mental health provision. And that, of course, was around mental health in the workplace and in those preparing for work. And I'm very pleased to say that our Thrive into Work project, which has taken people with mental health conditions and got them into the security of work, has just been awarded significant new government funding as a good exemplar. So, of course, I would like to agree what we can do alongside the trust in that. And it was perhaps just worth reflecting. I went along to the Birmingham Youth Trends just before lockdown, actually, always a very important event. And it was fascinating to me that this single issue was bigger than any other one spoken about. Second question about hate crime. And again, I can give a clear answer to this. And of course, I would work with the incoming PCC. Hopefully that will be Jason Sohal. Then we could work very effectively together. But I have already worked effectively cross-party with the current Police and Crime Commissioner to do the hate crime campaign, my responsibility on public transport. And it was interesting to me that when we had the big faith conference back at the end of 2017, one of the first things I did to sort of hear from different communities, this was one of the priorities that was pulled out. We've acted on it, and we've actually seen, and you might say this is a very bad thing, you may also say it's a good thing, an increase in 30% of reported hate crime on transport. But at least once it's reported, it can be addressed. So I'd be very willing to take that forward in the employment area and use my contacts there through the business community to act in a similar way. And then, as you said, the misogyny question is for the Police and Crime Commission candidates. But then the last two questions that you asked, Victoria, yes, I'd be very happy to meet. I hope people will say from Citizens UK that we have kept in regular contact through the last 4 years. I wouldn't necessarily say we've quite had a half-yearly formal accountability session. It was always rather more informal than that. But I hope we have genuinely kept the communication open. And that's really what I wanted to say at the end of this. Thank you for your thought that's gone into putting all of these proposals. There's no point in me saying yes, yes, yes to everything, but I genuinely hope that my record over the last 4 years says that where we can work together, we genuinely will do. And that is the spirit in which I say yes to the last two questions. Thank you very much indeed.